So what is heterosexuality? Well, when you pursue a partner of the opposite sex, you're looking for something that you want or need. So when you seek this individual, it's not just a random want or need, you're looking for something very specific. In particular, you're looking for a good source to unite with. A source, a person that will provide you what you want and need in a particular way. Now, if you consider that this is going to be an ongoing provision that they're going to be delivering to you, you're really looking for a good servant, someone who will continually and ceaselessly provide you what you want or need in the time frame and in the context that you desire, and you want to bind them to you. Now, you might do it in a very socially accepted way, but you're trying to indenture this individual to you so that they will be reliable in providing you what you want or need. But we then must consider the context that you want your fulfillment delivered. And it is a material context. You want a good stimulant. Now, a heterosexual partner can stimulate you mentally, emotionally, and physically. And the potency that is there gives hope. Because of the polarization of opposites, it's so potent, we think that maybe that this stimulation will reach into the soul and bring about true spiritual life. Because that's what we really want. We're born in the fallen world as dead spiritual souls. And the hope is, because of the potency of the heterosexual union, that can reach somehow into the soul and bring about spiritual life. But as everyone who attempts the heterosexual union discovers, union with another human being does not have the power to animate the soul. So heterosexuality is merely one strategy for replacing God. It might be a strategy that billions pursue, but it is simply one strategy. Everything we do is an attempt to create our own spiritual life, our own spiritual love, our own spiritual union without God. And the heterosexual union is one of the main ways we attempt this. So how does heterosexuality work then? Let's break this down very simply. First, the woman gives success. That's her job in a nutshell. The woman's job in a fallen relationship is to provide the man with success. Why? Because he's not successful. When a man's born, he is an utter and complete failure. Why? Because all men failed in the Garden of Eden, and all men since that day have still been 100% complete and utter failures. So the woman's job in a relationship is to provide him affirmation that he is successful, or at least that he could be successful, maybe, and that's her job. Conversely, the man's job is to give desirability. Since the fall of mankind, no human being has been desirable. So the man's job is to give delusional expressions that the woman is desirable when she's not. So the gifts, the notes, the kind words, all these things are nice, but they're all a lie. And the woman knows this. She knows she's not desirable, but what is she going to do? How can she find spiritual desirability? Well, at least she has this man that can deliver it in some kind of form. So we see that marriage then assures a giving of fair trade. The man needs a guarantee that if he's going to give this desirability, if he's going to give these gifts, he's going to get a little success. And the woman needs to know, look, if I'm going to give you this success, or at least the hope of success, I want to know I'm going to get some desirability in return. So marriage becomes this contract that assures free trade between success and desirability. And this is important because if that trade deficit gets out of whack and someone feels like they're giving but not receiving, that's when things get really destructive, because war ensues. You go from hoping to trade to starting to take, and eventually you're going to make your partner give you what you want. And this is where we see men becoming abusive. They're going to make their wife give them success, give them respect. And similarly, you can also see on the other extreme, women will have affairs. Why? So that hopefully the man will chase after her and tell her how she is truly desirable. And we get this mess amidst this trade of success and desirability. So what then is the solution? Well, the whole system is corrupt to the core. What is the word that's the same in every line on this page? The woman gives, the man gives, marriage gives. The giving is the problem. Why? Because only one gives. We're looking to created objects to give us something, but that is the sin. Only God gives success. Only God gives desirability. You are to only receive from God, and your marriage union is never one of receiving. You have already received from God. You are already filled, and now you can pour forth through each other into this world and bless the world. You don't need anything from the world. You don't need anything from each other. Why? Because you've already received from the one who gives spiritual life, love, and truth, and so much more. And that's how heterosexual union is supposed to work. But in the fallen world, it doesn't. So why is heterosexuality so captivating? There are billions of people pursuing this avenue in an attempt to replace God. Why is it so captivating? Why does it enthrall us so much? Well, first, it pictures God with creation. In the 7 days of creation, God was this masculine giver. He was pouring forth life and knowledge and truth into creation, and creation was the feminine receiver. It propagated, it grew, it expressed what was received from God. And when we look at the heterosexual union between a man and a woman, we see that pictured in a way. It gives us a little bit of a taste of what happened in the 7 days of creation. And clearly it was amazing. I mean, look at this world that we have. So we hope that by exploring the heterosexual union, maybe we'll get a little glimpse, a little secret of what happened in that amazing event of the 7 days of creation. It also pictures God with the soul. This is a spiritual union between God's spiritual being and the human spiritual soul. And when you see a heterosexual man and woman, their bodies coming together, that's a picture. It's a simple picture, but it's an interesting, captivating picture, because that's what we want with God. Something like that. We don't actually want the physical union like that with God, but it's something like that. We don't know what it is, but it's captivating and intrigues us. We want to know more. But ultimately, the true allure of heterosexuality is it pictures God within the Trinity. Within the Trinity, God the Father is the masculine giver, and God the Son is the feminine receiver. Then God the Spirit flows back and forth between the two persons as his own distinct person as well. This is a mystery to us. We don't understand it. The reason we don't understand it is because we're trying to look at the heterosexual union and then using that to understand the Trinity. That's backwards. You can't understand heterosexuality until you stand inside the Trinity. Until your spiritual soul is taken by faith into the Trinity, then you can look and learn and experience spiritually in the Trinity. Then you can look out at the heterosexual union between a man and a woman's body, and then you can start to understand that. Don't do it backwards. Don't look at the heterosexual union and try to apply that to God. First learn from God and then apply God to the heterosexual union. So heterosexual union expresses God's uniting nature, how God unites with creation, how God unites with the human soul, and how God unites within the Trinity. And that is very captivating. So who then is a heterosexual? In our world, if we look around, who is attracted to heterosexuality? Well, first you got the explorers. The explorers want to find life. They want to find something exciting. They want to find something real. Well, if you look at heterosexual union, the polarized energy that's there, the potency of the creations, thoughts, emotions, and actions, union, children, family, to an explorer, that seems exciting. They want to know that world. It seems like maybe there's hope that you can discover something truly valuable there that's real. And that's very enticing to explorers. There's also an idealism here. The hope is that you can truly bring about something valuable, that maybe we can undo the fall, that maybe we can find real love by creating this heterosexual union. It's very idealistic. it's also bound deeply in the creative nature. The creatives pursue heterosexuality because they hope that, hey, if we create thoughts, emotions, and actions, if we create these amazing experiences, children in a family, maybe we're going to undo what happened in the Garden of Eden. We can create a new Eden together, a new family, a new good earth by what we produce together. It's very captivating. Unfortunately, it's all diluted. You can't undo the fall. You can't use material creations, no matter how potent and amazing they are, to have any effect on the spiritual realm. Your soul's dead. There's nothing you can do through the heterosexual union to animate your spiritual soul. So as we look at individuals who pursue the heterosexual union, it's very endearing. I mean, they're explorers, they're idealists, they're creatives, but they're utterly ignorant of fallen reality. And this is very clear when you see young couples that are first experiencing the enthralling world of a new union, and they start talking about how he's the one and we'll always be together and it's the perfect love. What they're really saying is, Eden has been undone. I have found the true Eve, the true Adam, and we are going to make a new world, and the fallen nature has now faded away. It's endearing. We all smile, but we all know it's utterly ignorant of the fallen reality that we live in. And that's what we have to face in this fallen world as we explore the value of the heterosexual union.